Hey, AT, you're on the set of Men of a Certain Age.
What is a man of a certain age?
That is a great. I think that is a great question. And if I could answer that, see, there's no definitive because it's in and of itself. There's an unknown there. It's kind of like how old are you if you're asking a woman her age, and we are men of a certain age.
And what happens when you get to that certain age?
Well, that's what we don't know yet. That's what the show's about. But it's about reaching that place, maybe going past it. We don't know.
Explain kind of the premise of the show for folks out there who don't know.
Three guys who went to college together, best buddies, have stayed friends and close their whole life, and have ultimately landed in the same town, LA. Mm-hmm. And they're all living their own lives, but because they're so close, they get lunches together, they hike together, they grab a beer together, they complain about their lives together. Mm-hmm. The other two fellas, Ray and Andre's characters, they're very jealous of me because I have the best life, because I'm single, I don't have a wife, I don't have any kids, I'm not separated like Ray's character is. I'm living easy, I have the lowest blood pressure, I teach a yoga class. One of these days I'm going to be a really successful actor. And but in the meantime, I've got a great can opener commercial. If you're up late at night, you'll see it. And I got a 25-year-old girlfriend and a 40-something girlfriend and maybe a 33-year-old girlfriend, and they're jealous.
You're living the dream.
Well, a little bit. They want to be me. Yeah.
I mean, you're single and you're loving it, right? Right here. Yeah, right here.
What made this project so perfect to come back to television, a series TV at that?
Well, I think it's Ray Romano. Mm-hmm. And he and Mike Royce wrote a really great pilot script that was really attractive to me. And between Ray and Andre, that was really a great pull for me. And always, though, I start with a script. And if the script is good, I thought it was funny. I thought it was it's unique to have these three men sitting around a coffee shop talking about what kind of salves they're using on their body. You're not going to turn, they don't do that on Desperate Housewives. So, so I just thought it was a great male voice that's not around. I mean, it's an insight, which I think is going to be a lot of fun.
What made you come back to series television again?
Well, I mean, it wasn't series television, it was just do anything. I mean, I don't mean just do anything, I mean just do something that I felt was organic, not only the subject matter, but just organic to what I know how to do. Mm-hmm. And that's just, what worked for Raymond was write what you know. And Raymond was an extension of what I was living then, and this will be kind of an extension of what I'm living now. In the pilot episode, in the car, I have a conversation with the other guys about how I lost 2 pounds peeing last night. And I have this ritual where I weigh myself before and after my pee, and my record's 2.5. I had a good night. I lost 2. That's right. Those little things like that, little idiosyncrasies. I'm writing from experience there. Mm-hmm. But then you also create a character. My character's been married almost 20 years, and he's recently divorced. So now he's thrown back, even if it is against his will, into the dating world. I'm going to warn you, there's a show coming up. I got to wear very little. I'm kind of hoping the president's doing a speech that night and everything's preempted.
Is it a little nerve-wracking getting kind of naked?
Yeah. Are you kidding?
What, in front of the crew?
By the way, there's some limits to that. It's going to be a lot of abstract, Sean, a lot of implied nakedness. You kidding? I saw myself in a mirror the other day. Yeah, there's certain angles you don't want to see.
Scott Bakula, hiring him was an accident, like you said, right?
I lost it was a coin flip. I think,
was it a bet?
Yeah, Don Johnson was at his summer house. Didn't want to come out. I've been talking you up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you tell him how much I was? Throw me under the bus? Yeah, not a lot of room under that bus.
No.
What's it like working with a guy like Ray, who is such an accomplished comedian and is kind of a cut-up too? He has that dry sense of humor that'll catch you.
It's good. I mean, I've been studying him. I've gone to school with Ray Romano, so so it's real good. I mean, I'm studying Ray Romano, not because to affect his mannerisms or anything like that, but the art of comedy it's something I'm learning to appreciate more, you know, to just sort of, I can't tell a story, I have no anecdotes, you know, so I watch people who can tell stories and who do have anecdotes, so I can really learn the art of it, you know.
What, do you ever get to put any of you into this role? How much of you is in this role?
Well, I got 3 kids, 3 wild and crazy boys, you know what I mean, and a wife who knows how to wear the pants in the family. So I can relate pretty much to all of it, you know what I mean? We're really talking about something that's universal. I mean, people are going to feel like they understand and know these guys because, you know, part of what makes this show so terrific is that it's honest, you know what I mean? This is not some far-fetched junk out of left field. This is just like real life situations and how these guys deal with in just sometimes painful, intractable, you know, goofy situations, but they deal with it, I think, in honest ways.